Hey folks, welcome to Twin Brook Acres. I'm Rick. It's maple sugaring season, and I had a request from one viewer. That's Active Joe. Fantastic YouTube channel, so I suggest you go check him out. I'll put a link to his channel in my video description. But he asked for a video on setting up for my maple syrup production. So the first step is to tap the trees and hang all the buckets. So I did most of that yesterday, but somehow I ended up 2 buckets short. So I don't know where those 2 buckets went. I know a few years ago I had a bear steal 2 buckets, but I think I replaced those. And so I don't know. Anyway, I ended up 2 buckets short, and I found a few other trees that I want to tap. So I went out this morning, bought 8 buckets. So last few years I've had 36 taps, so I'm going to go up to 40 or 42 this year. So I've got everything I need right here to tap the trees and hang the buckets. So the first thing I'm going to do off camera is I'll go hang the 2 buckets that were missing. I already tapped those trees, so I just have to go out and hang those buckets. And then I'll go out and hang some more buckets. So I'll show you what I do to tap the trees and hang the buckets. It's a real simple process. So I've got my buckets, I've got the lids for the buckets, and I've got my drill and my hammer to tap the spouts in. So I'll be back in a minute and we'll go for a walk in the snow and show you how I tap the trees. So hang around, and thanks for watching. So before we start hiking out through the snow and out into the bush, I thought I'd show you an important piece of equipment here. This is the spout that goes into the tree. So what I do is I take my drill there and I drill 1 inch into the tree, into the maple tree. That's the same length as this part of the spout that gets pushed into the tree. So I push it in by hand as far as I can, then I take my hammer and I pound it in the rest of the way. So the sap comes up through, I don't know if you can see it there, the opening in the spout. The sap comes up through that opening, drips out this end into the bucket. And the bucket hangs, you see the hole in the bucket there, that hangs on the hook there. So I'll show you more of that once we get out there, but I just wanted to show you a quick clip of the spout. So let's see if I can record this. Running the drill one-handed and holding the phone with the other hand. So I'll drill into the tree. I have to keep it at a little bit of a downward angle so the sap flows out. So right about there, I've got a little bit of a downward angle, and it's going to go in about 1 inch. And then when I pull the drill bit out, I'm going to run it a couple times in and out just to pull some of the shavings out so they don't plug up the spout. So here we go. Now, you can see that the sap is already running. It's not running too much today because it's a cold day. It's right around freezing, right around 32 degrees Fahrenheit. But you may have been able to see some of the sap come out. So now I'll put the, I'm going to shut this down and then I'll put the spout in. All right, so put the spout in the hole there, tap it in gently, and then we'll hear a clunk. That's when it's in all the way. Here, you can hear that solid clunk. So it's in all the way. And put the bucket on, right on the hook. And then it slides through the holes in the spout. There's a little metal pin here, or hinge, Slides through the holes in the spout. And then that's the lid for the bucket to keep as much debris out as possible. That's how that part's done. And so now I'll bring you in closer and you can see that it's dripping. I'll show you one of the buckets that I hung yesterday. I'll show you the sap in that. Okay, I'm a little winded from hiking through the snow, but here are two of the buckets that I hung yesterday. Tapped the trees yesterday and hung the buckets. So you can see the sap in the bottom. That's just since yesterday. That's the sap in there. And there it's flowing. This coming week, or this week, should be real good, because what we want temperatures above freezing during the day and below freezing at night. That helps push the sap up through the trees, and we're going to have that, I think, every day this coming week. So looks like it's going to be a good year for maple syrup production. So I imagine within a couple of days I'll have to come out here and empty those buckets. Alright, I found a couple more trees I can tap, so I'll do this in real time basically. We'll see how quick it goes. So I'll just hold this at a little bit of an angle. Drill in an inch, and you can probably see the sap coming out. Hammer in the spout. Hang the bucket. And throw on the lid. That one's done. We'll do one more and that'll be it. I don't want to bore you too much. So look at how fast this one's dripping. This one was just waiting to be tapped. Okay. Okay, that's the easy part, just tapping the trees and hanging the buckets. Now comes the harder part. So the next harder part is lugging the sap in 5-gallon buckets back to the barn. One of these years I might have a snow machine or something to do it, but I really don't mind it. It's kind of a good workout, just walking back and forth carrying 5-gallon buckets. Gets the heart pounding a little bit. So next step is lugging the buckets back, collecting the sap, and then I start boiling. And that's a long, tedious process. But it's fun at times. So anyway, folks, thanks for watching. Joe, I hope you like this. Again, I'll put a link to Active Joe's YouTube channel in the video description. So thanks for watching, folks, and we'll see you in the next video. These 5-gallon buckets back to the barn, accumulate it, and then start boiling it. So, whoop.